Hello there! From behind the yellow line, this is Trammin, episode 267. My name is Kirk, and this week, it's just me and you. Our Big Thunder topic of the week is must-dos, but not for me. Call an ambulance.
Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast. Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding. As a courtesy to other passengers, we ask that there be no eating, drinking, or smoking on board. In just a few moments, we will begin our trip into the Disneyland resort news and topic of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, this tram is ready to depart. Driver, you are clear.
Welcome back to Trammin, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I am your host, Kirk. So what's up, everybody? Tell me. Tell me right now. I'm listening. That's good. That might not be good, though. Oh, well, I hope things go well for you. So, it's just me. This was on purpose. I was actually going to do something else, but I decided to do this one. Why is it just me, you're asking? I'm on my honeymoon with Kimmy. Now, I am recording this on Monday, June 2nd. I am not yet married. If you're on YouTube, you can see the lack of wedding ring. But it's happening, guys. Or it did. It was beautiful. I'm sure it was. So, yeah. Let's clean up your drool off the floor at realizing what just happened with mousekeeping. If this is your first time here, welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast where we talk about the Disneyland Resort through and only through our eyes. Listen to full episodes every Wednesday or topic-only uploads on Big Thunder Thursdays. If you enjoy the show, like, subscribe, comment, and review us wherever you can, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and, of course, Rain's favorite, YouTubes. Head to Trammin.com to write into the show, find our socials, and request access to our Discord. You can find all these links and lore on Trammin.com. I'll give it to you guys. Yes, you can. So, let's get in some news. So, obviously, you're not getting real news from me. As I said, recording on June 2nd, and episode 266 is being recorded on June 3rd. So, I have 3 guesses for you guys. Count them. 1, 2, 3 guesses for what news we will get. It will be really funny. I mean, if you already heard this on the last week's show, which I'm recording tomorrow, these are still real guesses. So, first up, foodie guide to July 4th / Independence Day at the Disneyland Resort. Definitely getting one, even if it's like a 3-day weekend thing. So, count on that one. I'm also counting on an Oogie Boogie ticket announcement. So if that happens, I need someone to let me know so I can buy the tickets because I'm not going, Although it's easier now because we start in August. And finally, I'm going to say this whole thing, but you'll get it. Food items / foodie guide, but it's not a foodie guide, right? To celebrate the release of Disney Pixar's Elio in theater June 20th. I might be a little late on this one, but we'll see. This might happen this week. It's for sure got to happen. And it's going to be like some sort of like parfait, right? Some sort of ice cream, maybe a drink, right? Like a drink that kind of sucks. Yeah, I don't think we'll get anything at the chicken place on Pixar Pier, but you never know. Maybe Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta will get something, but you can count on there being like an Elio thing. That's for sure. So, it's time for your right, in which members of the Tram Fam write in with corrections and comments, just like you can, at Trammin.com/ask. I will cue up that corrections music. Okay, again, you would have heard all the write-ins last week. But over under people, let's talk. Obviously, the under won. The over under bet, for those of you who are new here, first of all, don't go listen to a Kirk and Rain episode. The over under bet was when I was getting married, before or after Rain's anniversary, which is August 31st. That's a reminder to Rain because he thinks it's August 30th. It's obviously under. So this is your last second to guess the date, the exact date, because it could be any number of days. Some people get married on Mondays. I don't know who would do that, but they would. Some people get married on Fridays. Some people get married on Sundays, but I and Kimmy and I got married Saturday, June 7th. So there it is for you guys. That's the grand reveal. There will be like an official I'm married now episode, right? Not like a recap, but like where I'm not speaking in like future stuff, But there it is. That's all we got. You're right. This here's our Big Thunder topic of the week. Must-dos, but not for me. So, what is this episode? I was walking in Adventureland with Kimmy past Tiana's Palace. I think I saw someone eating a churro. I was like, some people come here and like, I gotta do the thing. I gotta get this thing. It ain't right if I don't, I think I mentioned, we hung out with my cousin Alex and my Aunt Ani. So they had their musts. So I had this thing like, what must people do, but I maybe don't need to. And this isn't like stuff I hate or anything. It's not going to be a negative episode. It's just like, let's talk about people's musts. And I thought, like, at first I was going to do my own, like, it'll be the churros. It'll be, Haunted Mansion, although I love Haunted Mansion. But then I thought, let's have the Trammin write in. So I put it up on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram at Trammin Podcast. We're a little loosey-goosey on there right now. But if you want to, like, get the opportunity to contribute, that's the best place. I'm sorry to the Discord. Just forgot. But I took those write-ins and I thought, let's see what people do. And there's a focus on out-of-towners too, because you guys, you have way different musts, and those are usually what I'm talking about anyway. It's like, you don't come here often. What must you do? It's funny. I decorated a shelf. Oh, no, you can see it. You can see my amiibo up there. There they are. All right. Check out youtube.com/@Trammin. But first off, must do rope dropping. Elizabeth M. writes in, rope drop to park close, non-negotiable if you're an out-of-towner like myself. Ash C. also says, drive from Arizona, must rope drop. Anna K. rope dropping at least once during the trip. So, of course, this can't be a must for every trip for me and Rain as well. Most of our trips are they're just simply later in the day. So it doesn't make sense. We don't, sure, we choose, right? But we go on weekdays. You're not going to week drop on a weekday because we have work. But it is enticing, especially after the bachelor party. Go listen to that episode. Like, not staying all day. I took it as that first, especially because of Elizabeth's write-in. But getting an early start is really nice, especially if like you're awake, up and at 'em. Kimmy and I did craftsman breakfast once. I talked about that maybe a year ago. And it's a memory that really sticks out to me. We were gone by noon, but because it got hot. It might have been like 12:30, 1 o'clock. But we got in. We had breakfast at like 9. That's not quite rope drop. I know that's like 8 o'clock now. But you get in there. The resort's still waking up. You have breakfast, which is uncommon. And then you go to a park that's like, the wait times are usually low at rope drop, right? You're not getting anything high up there. Some of the big ones do. But on the other hand, everyone who's there in the morning is there to ride rides, right? So the park feels less busy. Everyone's in line. It's not as big of an issue. So that is like really nice. So shout out to that, and it's something to consider now. Once again, as of airing, I mean, I'm not here, but Kimmy will live here, so we can like go in the morning a lot easier than like, all right, let's wake up and whatever. It's just like, oh, let's just roll down to Disneyland. So excited for that, and excited for, as Anna K writes in. Well, these are all single write-ins, but writes in again. Must do breakfast chimichanga. If I am rope dropping, a must is gonna be some crazy breakfast item. So Anna, I'll give you that. Breakfast chimichanga is a must. It's crazy if you don't get it with the salsa verde. So shout out to the breakfast chimichanga, morning Ronto wrap, spam, take it or leave it. There's the other item, but we'll talk about a lot of that stuff, or we already did last week. John M. I believe this is your first write-in. John, no H. Joan M. John. Gotta ride the train. It's the reason the parks even exist. So the train is something I often like kind of forget about doing. I do love it. But what happens is usually I come in and there's like one thing I want to do. So I go right past it. Right. So, you walk under the bridge and I'm like, I got something to eat, someplace to be. So I'm missing the train. And it's not on purpose. You guys know we like it. We did a great episode about it. It is iconic. It is the reason the park exists. But yeah, it's also a thing that's like, I think by the time I want to do it, I think about missing the train, right? Like you get in line and there's too many people there. And then you miss that train and you got to wait again. And it takes forever. And you want to do the Grand Circle tour, right? So then I have to wait at New Orleans Square while they refuel, re-steam, re-water, rehydrate. And I'm like grumpy about it, right? It's an incredible attraction. It's just not seamless, right? You don't just get on and ride. You get on, then you stop at New Orleans Square, and then you wait a really long time. And that's like, it's so immediate too. Like it's maybe the shortest leg. And then you go to Fantasyland, Toontown Station. You wait there for a while, and then you go to Tomorrowland. And then like finally you see the dinosaurs, right, on the way back, because it's a trip in time. But yeah, that's really the problem for me, because it is like really great. I think it's more fun in a group, to be honest, because you can kind of hang out. You can eat snacks on there. You can get a drink. This is also Freddy's and Ash C's must ride. So it's not a must for me because of all that stuff, but obviously I love it. If I see it, I'll ride it, right? So let's get back to the morning. Nicole writes in from Canada. Character breakfast at the Plaza Inn. It's an easy way to bang out seeing all the characters without the lines and get a good breakfast in. Also, I have to see Mickey in his house because it's like paying my respects, So you all know how I feel about characters. You know how Rain feels about characters. We don't like talking to them. We like seeing them around, but we don't necessarily like meeting them at all. But, I'm more curious about the food at Plaza Inn at breakfast. I don't know what that's like. Let me look that up, because I've never really eaten there for breakfast. It's always, it's about the fried chicken, even maybe the Cobb salad, which I'll be having a Cobb salad later. But let's check this out. Breakfast, $50 per adult and $30 per child. Entrees, assorted cereal, made-to-order omelets, scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon, biscuits and gravy, Mickey waffles, breakfast potatoes, variety of muffins, croissants, Danish and fruit, and a Braille menu available upon request. Yeah, it's like a continental breakfast with eggs and potatoes. I'm no longer curious about the food. So Plaza Inn, I know, Nicole, it's a must-do for you, but not for me. But character meals are like my worst nightmare. It's a forced interaction, like a mariachi coming to your table. I love mariachi and mariachi music, right? But when they're like at your table, you're like, do I stop eating the burrito, right? Do I put the fork down? It's like a tableside salad. Like, you toss this in the back, I don't need this right now. So I'm not a shy guy, but that coming to the table, not for me. But the Toontown residences are fun once in a while. It's like a once a year hit for me. It's like, let's go to Mickey's house. Check out that washing machine, But let's hit up some attractions, Anna K writes in Maters. This is another when I remember it, it's a must. It's like you see it, it's like, oh, we gotta ride that, but it's not on my list of gotta go do that. So yeah, great ride, lots of fun. The safety spiel is fun, but it's not something I necessarily gravitate towards. Yeah, I wonder what it's like for the kids. Now, if you got a group of people, it's fun too. But I'm not often in a group, so I'll call it a St. Trammin's Day must, but not a must do when I'm just hitting up the parks. For Tyler R, Mr. Toad's is a must. Again, there are times I go in the park and I just don't even go into Fantasyland. As someone who loves Fantasyland and the carousel and all the little stuff, and the fact that it's like a little diorama, it's just another one of those. Like I'm off doing something else, off eating something else, so I don't always go on Mr. Toad's. If there's no wait for Mr. Toad's, maybe it's a must do. But I think the problem with the Fantasyland dark rides, unless I'm like really in the mood, you just kind of get on this, the thing happens and then you're done, And I think sometimes that's just not enough for me. So I think that's why I don't do it. JD says ride the classics. I'm sure this means a few other rides too, like Haunted Mansion, Pirates. We'll get to Pirates, but I'll say something like Haunted Mansion, I will always check the wait time. Matterhorn, always check the wait time. Space Mountain, always check the wait time. But as far as Fantasyland classics, that's a sometimes for me, not for any reason or another. It's just not this must that I have to. And on that note, Peter Pan is a huge must do for people. And I appreciate that ride. I probably haven't ridden it in over a year. Maybe it's been 2 years. And it's just like you see that and you're like, I don't need that, right? Not for me. Great ride. Not happening though. But Selena writes in, when Nick and I go, we have to go on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at least once. It's our couple ride. And she also put a note on how he has to send her the intro when he's there without her. Ash C also wrote Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I think this is a must for Kimmy because she always wants to go on it. It does feel like our ride, so I totally feel you, Selena. She's got her little sound quips that just crack me up. The track switch, iconic line, and one of my favorites is just the "Nothing can stop us now," and you just, I don't need to explain why that ride is so charming. That's a thing Kimmy will check, so I'm not necessarily checking it myself. But yeah, I get that. I'll give that one to you. So Ash had some more to say. Ride Indy. So I'm going to say no, but only because of the line. I'm not one to wait for lines or for rides. Same thing. I'm just not looking for that. So that's a problem for me. But yeah, I think Indy would be a must if there was no wait. But on another note, Grizzly River Run. I need some waterproof shoes or something. I don't like dealing with it because I'm just like an old man. It's like, I don't want to be wet. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of any of the rides at Disneyland. But yeah, it's just like it's got to get over it, right? Like, what's the big deal? I'm not going to die, right? But Grizzly, it's never on my mind. Especially like if it's hot, I'm only there when it's hot if I'm there during the day, and then I don't want wet shoes all day. So it's like a catch-22. But I think even worse than this. What's everyone doing on the subs? There's always a long line. It must be a must for someone. Maybe the kids. The kids don't know how to write, you know? They're asking ChatGPT what their must-do rides are. But I don't get what's going on with the subs. I haven't been on the subs since before the pandemic. I don't think Kimmy and I have ever gone on together. I think we've joked about it, and they're like, not worth it. Maybe we should, but it really has been like years and years and years and years since I've been on Finding Nemo's Dutch Oven Adventure. So, yeah, that's no one wrote in, but I know that's a must for some of you. You weirdos, you didn't want to hear it from me. But let's schnack a little bit. So, a couple people wrote in. Kimmy, Tyler R, and Ash C wrote in with the Black Calf Cold Brew. I think Ash C just said cold brews coffees. So this is a must. I'll say it. You guys win this one. I'm always looking for the new cold brew or the one that I like, one with alcohol in it. You know, we'll get to that later. But yeah, you need coffee. You don't need a shirt that says you need coffee, but you need the coffee. You need that little zip, that little zap. You know, better than the drib and the drab. So I'll give that to you. But it's not necessarily a Black Calf cold brew for me. I do like it. It really is good. You guys heard that on last week's episode, but I'm not like, I got a hankering for the Black Calf. That's kind of like, I can't think of another one I want. I'll go get the Black Calf. But if there is another one, I'll usually prefer that other one. If like it deserves a repeat. Like, you know, the chocolate peanut butter one. So the Black Calf itself, maybe not a must for me. Maggie L, thank you. Thank you for writing with this one. Eat a churro. Let's talk about the classic snacks. Let's talk about the churros. The churro for me, I definitely don't need those seasonal ones. Although I did try the 70th one. I just love that it's just sugar. This is from Willie's Churros at DCA. It's not a must for me. This is a one day I'll have a hankering for it and I'll go get it. But I'm never like, gotta have my Disney churro. But so many people are. They come to Disneyland, they come at it from out of town, or they haven't been in like 10 years. They're like, oh, I gotta get a churro, right? And the thing about this one, I can't even poo-poo it. It is wonderful and it's awesome. I think I'm just like not hunting for the churro. So I understand why this is a must. It's great. It's the best. I think it's the best inauthentic, non-fresh churro, if you know what I mean. Like, it's the best frozen churro you're going to get. You can fight me on that one. And it doesn't count if someone made one fresh and then frozen. You know what I mean? It's the best factory churro you're getting. Fight me. I don't care about the Del Taco ones or the Jack in the Box ones if they have them. All right. But popcorn is a big one for people. Popcorn's fun. I always regret it afterwards because it's so salty. It never, ever, not even once, tastes as good as it smells. I like the mix-in ones, but I don't know. If you're out there, why are you looking for the popcorn? Why is the Pop Secret popcorn a must? You know, I got to try that Werther's Original in a Wonderful World of Sweets, but yeah, popcorn's not a must for me. Nicole wrote in. Nicole wrote a lot. She DM'd. Eat a Mickey pretzel, but only from the cart that's on the Frontierland path on your way to Galaxy's Edge. I believe this is by the bridge. So again, this is an again for a note that I was gonna say first, but I didn't. Let's see, where's my foot? I don't want the people to see the free foot. You know. Okay. Back in the day, I was like a fiend for the filled pretzels. But now I basically never want one. maybe my brain is broken because it's like, ooh, bread, so bad for you, right? And I don't want to be that way, but that might be what it is for me. So I'm just like avoiding it. It's almost like if I'm gonna do this, I could do better than the pretzel, right? The jalapeno one I'll say is like a number one for me. Like hard to beat that. The plain Mickey pretzel, nah. Cover that in butter. I know it's too late. It's got to be like classic for people or whatever. You can't change it. But the classic Mickey pretzel is absolutely not for me. Sorry. And the cream cheese one, I know that's a big one for some people. Haven't had that in a million years, but maybe I'll try it with some cheese. I hear it's good. So, Tyler R. writes in, the raspberry macaron. You must have liked the last episode, man, with their hype foods. The raspberry macaron, that was a must for Kimmy for a while. I think, like we've discussed, it's no longer super hype, so it's easier to get. I'm just never looking for fruit, man. This thing is absolutely wonderful and insanely delicious, but I'm never like, gotta have the raspberry macaron, you know? But JD writes in, his must do. Acquire Matterhorn macaroons and churro toffee. So Matterhorn macaroon actually used to be an absolute must for me in like the 2012 era. I was all about it. It was like $2. I love coconut. I used to hate macaroons growing up. Armenians do this like double macaroon with like peach in the middle, like peach jelly or jam. Used to hate it. Now I'm like, I got to go to some Armenian wedding. I didn't have one. So yeah, macaroons, especially when it's like nice and toasty. Sometimes they don't toast it enough. It's absolutely delicious, with or without the top part. But yeah, sorry, JD. It's no longer a must for me. But churro toffee, also in the last episode, it's a take home and share. You know, if I remember to get it, I'm like, someone's going to want this, so I'll grab it. But it's not something I'm like always looking for. But like when you remember how good it tastes and you grab one of those and you taste it and you're like, dang, I got to get this every time I'm here. And then I don't. But for both of these and with the raspberry macaron, I feel like there's just so much more these days. So many new things to try, so much more to eat, so much more to snack on, that I'm not looking for like these old standbys. And look, this is going to be like a Muppet Vision situation where I'm like, but I love the Matterhorn macaroon. It's like, oh, when was the last time you got it? You know. So maybe I should get it before they take it away. Although it's too iconic maybe. It looks like the Matterhorn. There's a 70th version. So maybe not. But Christine writes in, happy birthday, Christine. I believe it's Saturday. With getting a single Ghirardelli square. R.I.P., man. R.I.P. to the free Ghirardelli, the bunnies, the sea salt caramel, the dark, the regular caramel, the mint sometimes, the peppermint bark during Christmas. R.I.P. to the free Ghirardelli square. There was a time when we would go and they stopped doing it. And there wasn't a line. This is important. There wasn't a line for the ice cream. We'd walk in, you know, I'll buy like 2-3 squares. You know, they didn't cost anything. I don't know what they cost now, but I've definitely purchased Ghirardelli squares. And I think that's what they want, right? They like trained us, but then the pandemic hit and we didn't care anymore. But yeah, the Ghirardelli squares definitely were a thing that were a must. You had to go get it. Right now it's like the bread, but half the time they run out and they're like, no more for you. So, yeah. Sorry. But Ash C wrote in about trying seasonal foods. I'll give you this one. I'm just going to give you this one. It's probably the main reason I don't get all this other stuff I just mentioned. JD also wrote, find something new to eat. This is actually a must for me. I need to go try the new things. That will always be like a regret if I don't try something that's new. So give you that one very easily. I must try the new things. But Nicole, continue writing in along with Maggie. Fantasmic, obviously. I brought this up. You guys know how Rain and I feel about shows, right? They're like a one and done most of the time. I appreciate them. I really like them. They're usually pretty good. But I'm never really looking for the shows. And I wonder if it's because I'm there for such a short amount of time that I'm not like, I got to do the shows, So unfortunately, not much of a must for me. But yeah, I get it. I totally get why you want to see the shows. They're fun or whatever. I think I don't want to wait. And that's the thing. You want to see it, you got to wait way before. And I don't want to do that. So maybe I'll do a Fantasmic dining package one of these days. Yeah. Fantasmic, one of the good ones. Look, if there's an empty spot, I'll stand and watch it. But it's not a must for me. But if you're from out of town, it probably is. Like, why are you coming to Disneyland? You're going to see shows, and you're going to ride rides, right? The food is like afterthought for a lot of people. All right. Kimmy writes in, checking the Animation Academy board to see if there's something new worth drawing. Yeah. You know what's discouraged me lately from that? I love the drawing. I don't like walking all the way over there and the disappointment with the line that's in there, waiting in that line because it's terrible because they got rid of the actual queue for it. Or they got rid of the exit for it, I should say. So it's just, you have to wait outside and then you wait inside. It's annoying. If it was a little easier, that'd be great. So I think that's it. But yeah, checking the board is what's important. Because you know what I don't need to do? You know what's a big not for me? Jack Skellington. Grogu already. Right? 0. I need something cool, Need something different. Give me Russ from Up. They did once. That was cool. But you know what I mean? I'll draw Donald all day long, though. All right. Sierra writes in. From Arizona, so must have one slower day to shop. Shopping. I think we only check merch when we heard about something somewhere. Like I'm never really looking for merch. Sorry, I lost my place. When the holidays come around, definitely. I'm looking around for the new stuff. That's when it becomes a must. When there's new stuff out, maybe we'll take a look like we heard about it. But yeah, generally not looking for merch. I'm not really into the merch. So yeah, it's Bobby Hundreds. Where yeah, maybe you'll have some good merch and then I'll be looking for it, But yeah, it's not something I look for, not something I look forward to doing. It is what it is. That's fine. But that is very interesting, having a slow day when you're from out of town and you just go shopping. What are you shopping for? Right in to your right. Let us know what you're shopping for. But America writes in, happy late birthday, America. Super late. Totally forgot to text you because we texted you about your birthday gift the day before. My bad. Pin trade. Pin trading. Now, that's a name I've not heard in a long time. Actually, I have, kind of, but oh man, Rain and I talk about this a lot. We really have fallen out of pin trading. I wonder if it's because that OG AP community is dead. Not literally, but figuratively. It's just kind of over for us. I don't know, man. Nothing's the same anymore, which I get. So it's kind of a bummer. But yeah, pin trading no longer. It really did trip me out when we lost Addy and maybe Kevin, so they could go look at pins. So yeah, I was like, oh, they're shopping for pins. Isn't that crazy? Really don't see that much these days. Used to be hard to go in those stores. Now it's like no problem. I wonder how they're doing. Genuinely wonder. I think she likes merch. Tiffy Luna writes in a picture of the castle during the day and night. I love this one because I never would have guessed. I honestly couldn't tell you the last time I took a picture of the castle. I love the castle. I got no qualms over us having this small castle. But yeah, way too many people are in front of the castle. It never comes out good, right? I've got 100 side shots of the thing. Even like the rear, you kind of pan upwards. But the castle's so short. There's so many freaking people in the front. It's like a madhouse. It has gotten worse, right? Like there's too many people. So yeah, I think the last time I took a picture of the castle, I was with my mom. And I thought, I need to have a picture of me and my mom in front of the castle because it would be weird if I didn't, right? Maybe Kimmy and I should take a picture in front of the castle soon. But sounds like a must for you, Tiffy Luna, but not for me. Let's talk vibes. Y'all like the vibes because of us, right? We're vibing. Christian with a K writes in, spending time at Pixar Pier at night. I think this used to be a must for Kimmy. Like she used to be like, I just want to walk through there. And honestly, I went on May 30th, Friday, May 30th, and that's when I posted this. And I saw your writing, Christian with a K. And I made an effort to walk through Pixar Pier at night. I'm like, let's just go walk through. Because we went to Goofy Sky School. We did Single Rider. And then let's go check it out. Let's go walk through Pixar Pier. And it was nice. It was nice. I get it. I think the reason it's not a must for me is like it's a trek, right? You got to make the time to get out there. But nothing against it. I totally get that. Very good vibes. Reyes writes in, more recently, going on rides every trip and taking my time walking on Grizzly Peak. I think Grizzly Peak used to be more of a must for me. What happened to me? I don't know. What happened to Grizzly Peak? Again, I know we just complain about everything's busy, but Grizzly Peak gets super busy. So I think that's maybe the problem. It's not as chill to walk through there, but maybe an upcoming nighttime trip, walk through Grizzly Peak. This is more important during the holidays for sure, but it's not much of a must for me anymore just because it doesn't come to mind. But maybe I've been distracted. I'm really wondering what my post-wedding, post-honeymoon brain is going to be like. Like, am I going to relax finally? Will I finally be happy? That's a joke. But yeah, will I finally be calm? Because there's always going to be things to worry about and stress about, but will life just be better? I mean, life will be better. I'll be with Kimmy. So, Nicole writes in, close the parks down. So we alluded to this earlier on. I love being there when it's dark outside. The lights are out. The kids have gone home and it's quieter. And I people watch. People watch during the day. Sorry, I combined two things. I will sit in every land for a stretch of time and just vibe. So, shouldn't have combined these. That's my bad. People watch. I think I've mentioned it here. I don't really understand it. I do it every now and then, but then I just judge, and that's not positive. So I shouldn't do that. But in terms of closing the parks down, this is a young man's game. I want to, but I always have to be up early, or I'm always way too tired. If I'm gonna do it, it's a Friday. But if it's a Friday, I worked, so then I won't close the parks down because they close at midnight. You got to make that commitment. But what I'm definitely not doing is rope dropping and closing the parks down. We thought we could do it during the bachelor party. Fools. Absolute fools. I wonder if I could do it on a winter's day. It's cold, gloomy, UV index 1. I'm not getting that overcast sunburn that you can get. I wonder if I could do it. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll like a pack of Pedialyte, just stay hydrated all day. Maybe that'll be like we could do like an experiment. But it's not a must at all anymore. My must is like leaving at like 9. Get out before the fireworks. So yeah, and just getting out of there. I forgot to mention the merch thing. Shot with an extra day for merch. Did I say that was Ash? Because that was Sierra. So my bad if I did. We do that when we leave a little early and we're like, we can have a little more time. All right. Like if I really, really do get out of there at 8:30, it's like, oh, let's go check something out, But speaking of leaving the resort, Erica G writes in, stop at Joe's Italian Ice. What an out-of-towner comment. Although I think that's a Cynthia joint too. I've been to Joe's Italian Ice exactly one time with Mr. Rainwater. It was good. I mean, I've had it twice. It was at his wedding. It was good. It is good. I totally get it. But it's in like an annoying part of Anaheim. It's like, it's a little bit in there. I think I was more annoyed because like we did Outback and then we walked there. And I know Kimmy said it's not a long walk, but it is. It's not a must for me at all. If anything, Salt and Straw might be at this point. I mean, I don't do it because, sugar, we're going down swinging. But Joe's, not so much. All right. Dane writes in, a must do for him, stand in a line. I mean, it's not so much a must as it is a given, especially with those new entrances. So I get you, Dan. I get you. Not a must for me. Not for me. I'd rather not. I'm like, no line? Sure, I'll write it. I'll jump jelly. I'll Zeph goldenly. I don't want to stand in line though. Katie G writes in, yellow cups at DCA or while in line for Guardians. If you know, you know. Katie, I really appreciate that you wrote yellow cups at DCA because if you know, you know. It's time to drink, everyone. Guys, we're in this section of the show. Everything else is a must do, but not for me. These musts are for me. So, Ryan H writes in, used to be buffalo chicken sandwich at ESPN Zone. Now I'd say a beer in DCA. Just kidding. ESPN Zone, not for me. I never really understood it except the Ducks thing, right? But no. But yeah, beer in DCA. The Red Trolley Ale used to be a big must. I'm not really looking for beers that much, but maybe I'll get back into beers. We'll see. But Ozzy writes in, grab a drink at either Pim Tasting Lab, Cozy Cone, Award Wieners. Man, you wherever you can, huh? Jimmy S. need to bring back a porter at Pim so you can get that and a Choco Smash bar. And Susie. Oh, we'll come back, Susie. So yeah, if you're in DCA, something comes over you. I need that yellow cup in hand. From behind the yellow cup. It's time for drinking. Episode 9. Check that out. Speaking of Christine's birthday. That was like a birthday episode for me. That first guest, 9 episodes in, no video. Early days, we were terrible at this. Go have some fun drinking at the Disneyland Resort. And then there's summer sipping as well if you're feeling summery, like that song. So, yeah, something about DC. It's fun, right? Like, don't drink too much, guys, right? You know better. But there's something about like, we're hanging out. Let's have a grand little time, Let's get a drink. It's what you do. Dangerous game to play, but it's nice to do sometimes, right? Grab a little drink. Sometimes you get a little buzz. That's not the goal all the time, but it's like easier to just like it like I don't want to say relax like the alcohol is making you relax. It's like when you have a drink in your hand, right? It means like you are not going to take the rest of the day seriously. because it's like, you're a little bit not inebriated, like not you're not completely incapacitated, but that's like the vibe, right? You're like, oh, this day is no longer like work day. It's chill time, right? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. R.I.P. buddy. But yeah, I get that. So Susie writes in, we only get to come up a couple times a year and we have to stop at Trader Sam's. I get that hankering for Trader Sam's. I'm like, oh, we could go. Could just go there, get a yellow cup from there, but not the same. I get you. I do have to stop at Trader Sam's. Nicole wrote in, visit the hotels, walk around, sit at the bars and restaurants. Also something that's a must for me, but not for out-of-towners usually. Not for Andrea. I remember she was like, why would I come here? I drove all this way. What's the point of wasting time in the hotel? So, yeah. I should hit her up for that picture. Lamplight Lounge. Freddie wrote in as his must eat. Lamplight Lounge, and Sierra said must eat at Lamplight Lounge for the vibes. Not for me. It used to be, but that burger just angered me. What did they do to the menu? They massacred my boy. I've had 2 reservations that have dropped. So I'm like, am I going to be disappointed? So it was the biggest must. Someone convinced me. I mean, that brunch is a must. Let's check out dinner. Okay, they got the new potato skins. They're good. Don't care about a salad. Don't care about Peruvian ceviche. Chicken saltado, like too many veggies. Grilled head-on prawns. Don't want to deal with that. All pastor pork chop, still good. Charbroiled cheddar burger, The salmon PLT, gone. Now there's like the Impossible Burger, which was always there. Brussels Caesar, a plant-based brownie. And then, what a bummer. It was the best restaurant on property, hands down. Very easily best restaurant on property. And I don't know what they did to it. So, RIP Lamplight Lounge, you're not my must anymore. And that kind of sucks. But Kirk L writes in, I start and end every Disneyland day with Pirates of the Caribbean. Maggie L also wrote in about this, but not starting and ending. So start and end is a new one to me, but I'll give it to you. I do often get that Pirates hankering. That's probably one of the closest must rides for me. But twice, definitely not for me. It's too long. It's like 7 minutes in, you're like, it should be over, but there's like 8 boats in front of me. So obviously I love Pirates of the Caribbean. But once that line gets long, I'm just like, definitely not twice. So yeah, same with like Radiator Springs. It's such a mess now. I haven't ridden it in forever. That line is too long. The single rider's too long. So definitely not waiting for that one. Incredicoaster, it's a must for some people. It's like a maybe for me. Soarin' used to be a must. No longer. Only during California. Around the world, not for me at all. So, yeah, no thanks. No thanks on that one. And let's see. Any more? Star Tours, Buzz Lightyear, Monorail, Tomorrowland. Alien Pizza Planet? Not for me. So Cynthia, whose birthday was also just celebrated, as was Andrea's, who we just mentioned. So many birthdays. May is the best, isn't it? Cynthia has the final write-in. A must-do for Cynthia is to leave, because you can't stay there forever. So that is our Big Thunder topic of the week. Thank you so much to everyone who contributed to yet another misdirect episode from me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for writing in. Thank you for being here. We should say this on the previous episode. A happy Pride. So thank you all for being here. All of you, every single one of you. So if this is your final stop. Thanks for tramming with me today. And if not, it's time for We Have It So Good, where we in the Tram fam talk about what makes our Disney trip so special. Send us your highlight of the trip, something new you tried, or a food review on trammin.com/ask. So, of course, these had to be read on the last episode. So write in for next week, please. I'll mention, I already mentioned a little bit in my last We Have It So Good. So while you're listening to this, I'll be in Hawaii. Maybe ask me some questions. I got some recommendations or anti-recommendations from some people. So looking forward to whatever I may do. But it's 5 days. I mean, a little less than 5 days before my wedding. And I have it so good. I found someone really good, really great, the best person in the world. Found her because of Trammin. We've come a long way. It's been almost 5 years, and rain pushed me to make a move. And sometimes fate brings people together. So I found my person, and it's really awesome. It's really great. And I have it so good, and I will for always and forever. So it looks like it's
pizza time.
Time for one last bite. What's beyond the yellow line for me? So I don't know if I decided to say it on the last episode or not. In this exact moment, I am looking forward to getting married, spending the rest of my life with Kimmy. Let's talk about what's beyond the yellow line for me or us in terms of Disneyland. What are we looking forward to? I'm looking forward to trying those potato slices. They're like flat fries at Galactic Grill. Looks really great. But I'm looking forward to doing Saturday trips or a morning trip. So let's say I'm looking forward to breakfast at Tongariro Terrace and also straight up brunch at Strongwater in Anaheim, our favorite. So yeah, looking forward to a wonderful life with a wonderful wife. So with that, thank you all for listening. We'll see you next week, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Thanks for traveling with us today, and we hope you have a happy and memorable visit to the Disneyland Resort. Please lower your head, watch your step, and exit to the driver's right-hand side only.